What's up, it's you? For today's video, really full Staryu evolution team. So we got Staryu and Starmie. Skylar, this one is for you. So let's check out these abilities. We got Analytic and we got Natural Cure. Probably not the greatest abilities in the world, but Natural Cure could be fairly handy, and Analytic doesn't really suit Staryu and Starmie too much because they're quite speedy Pokemon. However, I'm going to be using two Staryu, two Starmie, and including all of its abilities. I'm not really sure what my first opponent's name here or trainer name is because this is a random battle on the white knob. Also, Staryu is worth noting, and Starmie actually have Illuminate, but that doesn't have any battle use at all. First Pokemon here is going to be the Regirock, and I've got this special attacking Staryu with Rain Dance, and I'm going to be using the Damp Rock as the item. I've got Surf, Thunder, and Ice Beam, max special attack, and max speed, modest nature. So my first move here is to go for the Surf on the Regirock, and then Regirock had Weakness Pulse, so I'm like, oh no, this is very, very bad. However, Regirock, instead of going for like an attacking move, is going to set up the Stealth Rock, so that's pretty good there, so I'll be able to outspeed the Regirock and, be able to take that out, which is really, really nice. So Staryu is going to take its first Pokemon out here with Surf. Now, this scene was difficult because I only had 4 Pokemon to use, and, that shared all the weaknesses of the Water-type Pokemon, and, Electric types, Grass types, Dark types, very difficult. Next Pokemon is going to be Dragonite. Now, I did contemplate actually go for Dynamax here. I was like, no, I'm just going to go for Ice Beam. I'd say that Dragonite will probably go for like a Dragon Dance here. So firing that Ice Beam right out of my little jewel right there, and it's going to hit Dragonite out in one shot. So that was awesome. That's 2 Pokemon down there to the Staryu. Now, the next Pokemon to come in here is going to be Mantine's. Like, oh, this is good. I can use Thunder against this. I really worry that it might actually miss, though. I was thinking about going for a Dynamax here. Like, Dynamax should definitely take Mantine out here. Like, Mantine is 4 times weak. However, it does have a lot of special defense. So, popping that Thunder anyway, this should do excellent damage. And Mantine goes down in one shot to a critical hit. I think that actually did matter there. So, bye-bye Mantine. Staryu has taken out 3 Pokemon so far. Next Pokemon here is going to be Blaziken. So, like, okay, Blaziken. Blaziken is going to go for Protect here, and it's going to try and get its free little speed burst there. I just went for Surf. There wasn't a lot I can do. So I'm thinking to myself, you know what I'm going to try and do here? I'm actually going to go for Dynamax Staryu and try and take this Blaziken out in one shot. Now, I don't know whether it's got Focus Sash or Life Orb. They're normally the 2 items that it likes to run, but I'm just going to go for Dynamax Staryu and try and take out this Blaziken because it's a very, very threatening Pokemon. I reckon I'll soon be able to see what sort of item and moveset that it is going to be running. So Staryu obviously now is going to get outsped by Blaziken. Blaziken is going to go for Sword Dance. Like, okay, it's definitely going to have Focus Sash as the item right here. So it's got its +2 in attack there, which is going to be very, very scary against this team. I'm going to go for the Max Guys here. It's like, all right, this is good. I'm going to at least put it on 1 health here. I might be able to use like a nice type move or something. I just have to be able to do 1 damage to this Blaziken then. So Blaziken has got its Focus Sash, and now I'm probably going to get wrecked. So it's raining now. I just went, I was thinking, it's probably going to Dynamax or attack me here. So what I'll do is I'll go for a Max Guard here. There's nothing I could do here at all. I don't believe I'm going to be leaving an attack from a Sword Dance Blaziken. I mean, even in Dynamax, Staryu isn't the most, bulkiest Pokemon in the world. So I went for the Max Guard here against the Blaziken, and Blaziken went for a High Jump Kick, and High Jump Kick is going to fake the Blaziken and take it out. So Staryu actually took 4 Pokemon plus a Salty Baby Bottle. Damn, I was almost going to attack now. I just wanted to see what move Blaziken was going to do. But there you go, people. A Staryu, almost a Staryu sweep there. Crazy. If the video doesn't deserve a like after that, I don't know what. Let's get on to battle number 2 here. This is a battle against Skylar. And this is an interesting team because it is a Staryu evolution versus a Staryu evolution team. So the first Pokemon is going to be Starmie, and it's going to go for a trick here. So it's going to give me a Choice Band, and it's going to get my Damp Rock. I went for a Thunder from down under, and unfortunately it is going to miss. Now, this is going to be a physical Starmie. Psycho Cut crits me. What an awful, awful start to the battle that was. So I missed Thunder, then I got critted by Psycho Cut. Next Pokemon I'm going to bring in is going to be my own Starmie. Now, this Starmie is also a physical set. I've got Waterfall, Psycho Cut, Avalanche, and Curse. Now, my Starmie has a White Herb as the item, so what I can do is I can go for a Curse and get that attack boost and defensive boost too. The White Herb will get rid of the, with the speed drop, right? The EVs on this one were as follows. We've got Adamant Nature and Max Speed. I went Adamant Nature because it needs a little bit more boost and attack. Unfortunately, I think this other Starmie is definitely running like a Jolly Nature, because unless it's outspeeding me every single time with the speed tie. So here comes a Psycho Cut and Starmie. I'm able to wall this pretty well. Now I'm going to go for my own Psycho Cut. I was hoping for a critical hit here against the opposing Starmie, but this is the thing, like, it could be a crit any time here. Now Starmie is more, my Starmie is more bulky, but you know, if I do get critical hit, it's going to bypass that, you know, that curse boost. So here comes another Psycho Cut from the Starmie here. I can go for a final Psycho Cut and take out the other physical Starmie. It's pretty funny we both ran a physical Starmie there. So bye-bye. I'm glad to get rid of that very first one. My poor Staryu is still crying. Next Pokemon is going to be Staryu ready. And it's going to go for a Thunderbolt on my Starmie, and it's going to get outsped. So I was like, okay, that's a Choice Scarf set that outsped my Starmie. So what I'm going to do is go into my special attacking Starmie. Like this was my best Starmie on my team. We've got Gravity, Hydro Pump, Expanding Force, and Blizzard. I've got Weakness Policy as the item. So I know that Staryu is going to go for Thunderbolt here, and I know that it's got Choice Scarf. So I have to take it out in one shot. So with the Weakness Policy, you know, plus the Dynamax, you know, power of Dynamax on the move, this should be more than enough to take it out. This Starmie set is Timid Nature, Max Speed, and Max Special Attack. We got the ability Natural Cure, and I already told you what the moves were. I was trying to go for a Gravity Hydro Pump set and Blizzard, but in this case, I had to go for Dynamax. I was going to get wrecked. So here comes the Thunderbolt. That did a lot of damage to me still, right? Now Weakness Policy is going to be activated on my Starmie, giving it a nice juicy +2 in Special Attack. This should be more than enough to take out the opposing Staryu with a Expanding Force there, or Max Mind Swap. That's going to put the Psychic Terrain on the field too, which is going to be good because I can further boost my Psychic moves. Now, the only Pokemon left are another Staryu and another Starmie. So I thought, okay, the next Starmie is definitely going to come out here for sure. I doubt the other Staryu will come in. And this is probably going to be Dynamax too. So my best move is to go for either Max Mindstorm or go for the Max Geyser. The problem is I don't have any moves that are even neutral against an opposing Starmie. I mean, I was thinking about running a Meteor Beam set, but I kind of went against it and ran with like a Gravity one instead. But Meteor Beam would have been quite handy. At least I would have had something, you know, neutral. So here we go, Dynamax Staryu. And I must say about Staryu and Starmie, they've got great shinies. Like, I want to say that Staryu shiny is really, really good. Like the silver, gold, and blue little jewel looks awesome. So the opposing Starmie is going to outspeed my Starmie and does a fair bit of damage to me. But since I resist that, Anim and Dynamax, it's not going to take me out. Plus, that was a crit too. So go for my Max Mindstorm here on the opposing Starmie. That does a lot of damage. That's a 2-hit KO. So, okay, this is really, really good. Now, Starmie is going to go for a Max Rockfall hit. This is definitely coming off Meteor Beam. And Starmie just hangs on 5 health. Now, this is going to put the Sandstorm on the field here. So, my Starmie is going to feint this turn to the Sandstorm. However, my Max Mindstorm is going to take the Starmie out too. So, it's going to be a double KO with 2 Dynamax Starmies there, people. Only on PIMPNITE Shadow. So, that's the end of that Starmie. And that's going to be the end of my Starmie. So, all that's left now is 1 Staryu on each side of the field. Now, this is very, very funny. Now, my last Staryu set was a very bulky set, right? I'll go over it in a sec here. So both Starmies going to fight. We've still got the Psychic Terrain on the field, and we've still got the Sand going too. So my last Staryu is a shiny one, and this is also going to be a shiny one too. Now, our movesets, I was wondering like what they were going to be. So this is going to be a Toxic Recover Whirlpool Cosmic Power set. I've got the EV spread as max health. I've got 164 in defense and a 92 in special defense with the Calm Nature. So we got the Staryu using Toxic as well. So we're both a Toxic set. So like, okay, these must be like 2 stalling sets. I'm sort of curious what the other Staryu is going to have. So what I wanted to do here, right, is I wanted to get my Whirlpool off as soon as possible to get some damage going on this opposing Staryu, because I had Recover on this set, but, you know, since I was Toxic, I was eventually going to faint, you know, so, but I might be able to stall out a little bit more Recover. So we've got the Whirlpool from the other Staryu. Whirlpool's got to miss. Now, remember that Whirlpool missing right there. Just remember that. So I went for my Whirlpool here on the Staryu, and it's got to land, which is really good. That's the thing about Whirlpool. It can be, you know, a little bit inaccurate when you need it to be. Now, my Staryu was a Analytic ability too. and we're going to start taking some really, really bad toxic damage here as the battle goes on. Now, I know that this Staryu will definitely have recover because it's going to be a support set. In fact, I think it's very, very similar to mine because I've got toxic and whirlpool too. So yes, the other Staryu is going to have recover. So that's 3 of the same moves. We could almost have an identical set here. I don't really know what the other move was. My other move, as you can see, is Cosmic Power there. So I'm just going to be boosting my defense a little bit. It's not really going to matter too much in this matchup. It's more for like other bulky Pokemon. Plus, I was thinking about maybe conserving the recover a little bit too. So we're going to take some toxic damage here. Now, this bit coming up here, I really had to speed the battle up because this was a full-on stall war between both of these Staryus. The only way to win now was for both, either us to win was to keep going recover. Now, I wasn't really sure who was actually going to be able to win this matchup because we had both poisoned each other on exactly the same turn. So watch this, and remember here, I'm going to speed this up by 4 times as well, for like 4 times the original speed. So just keep up, people. So we're going to keep spamming recover. Both is going to spam the recover, right? Now, since my Whirlpool landed the first turn, and since my opponent's Whirlpool didn't land the first turn, that actually made a very, very big difference in this matchup. So at the start of the Toxic, we'll be able to recover all the damage back, like easy that Toxic was doing. But as Toxic got more and more damage, like doubling over time, the damage started to really rack up there, so recover actually wasn't healing off the damage. So, and then we had the Whirlpool going as well, still on my Staryu. So then the opposing Staryu had its Whirlpool release, and I had like 1 more turn of Whirlpool actually hit me, right? Because the first Whirlpool missed the very first time. So now this last bit here, we were down to our very last bits of health here. Toxic was really doing a heap of damage. So this is the very, very last turn of the Staryu versus Staryu matchup. So I went for my final recover here, and the opposing Staryu went for the final recover as well. I still had plenty more PP left on the recover, by the way. It was just the fact that Toxic was just doing like, you know, incredible, insane amounts of damage here. So here we go. There's the first Toxic damage on the Staryu. It just managed to live there, and my Staryu is going to faint because of that last little bit of Whirlpool actually hit me as the other Staryus ran up. But what a crazy battle there, and I think we both virtually had exactly the same set at the end there. Let's get on to the final battle with the Staryu Evolution team there. This is a battle against Joba King. This is a 4v6 battle. I need to take a sip of G Fuel too. Very, very nice. Code SALT. Save on your G Fuel, people. Now, also, I got to mention something too. This is important. We've got another Dragonite leader. I fired off an Ice Beam. Now, this is definitely a multi-scale set. I'll be doing a 24-hour live stream on the weekend, so that'll be... Actually, this will be the day after this video is uploaded. You may be watching this video like a day later. I'll be live streaming this. It'll be a 24-hour live stream that I'll be doing, and it'll be going like a list of events. I'll be doing battles, team building, might do some other games, some showdowns, some maybe some like lots of little different things like that. It'll be very, very cool. So make sure you do rock up to it. It gives like a very good option for lots of people to visit at least a little bit. All right. So anyway, back to the battle there. Staryu got wrecked by Dragonite, but my Starmie came in and gave Dragonite the old 1-2 there with a bit of ice cream. Next Pokemon to come in here is going to be Latios. So I've got this curse set going. I thought I might be able to get a couple of curses up here against this Latios, depending on what sort of, troll move set that it was. So I've got my defense and attack boost here, and my White Herb is going to get rid of that speed drop. Now, this Latios is going to be a confusion set. So that's not going to do a lot. I think these are like, powerful or like legendary Pokemon, like Troll says. Then the Latios had a Flame Warp, and then he used Psycho Shift. I'm like, okay, goody, that's my Staryu absolutely wrecked there. I mean, I still might be able to do a little bit of damage with Avalanche, but there's no way I can take this thing out in one shot. So go for Avalanche here on the Latios. As you can see, very, very disappointing damage. Now the Latios, I'm not sure if it's got any other attacks than Confusion, but at least it's fainting itself. So now it's going to go for a Dragon Breath. That will do a lot more than Confusion at least. And Starmie almost faints there, but now I'm going to get a lot of damage with Avalanche off it. And that was enough to take out the Latios, which is pretty cool there. I didn't think it would actually faint it, but I guess the double base power, from Avalanche definitely helped. So Starmie is on its last legs here. It's got legs. And the next Pokemon is going to be Metagross. So this is a team as well. I wonder if you can guess what it is. Now, I'm going to go for Waterfall here. I tried to get like maybe a flinch on Metagross, and I got one. It's like, sweet. The only bad thing is I am actually burned from that Flame Orb Psycho Shift earned on. So, you know, regardless of not whether I get a flinch this turn, this is going to be my Starmie's last turn. Metagross has popped a tackle Metagross. Man, that's power. You know, you got to watch out for tackle Metagross. Metagross also has a very... Actually, when you look at Metagross' shiny, it's very similar to Staryu's. It is like... If you, like, imagine, right, look at Metagross' shiny and look at Staryu's, right? I mean, it's silver and gold. If you replace Metagross' eyes with the same color blue as Staryu's jewel, it's legitimately exactly the same. Maybe the silver's a little bit lighter. Oh, maybe that's just a shadowing on Metagross. Yeah, that's almost exactly the same shiny. That's really, really cool. So Metagross is going to keep pounding me over and over here with tackles. I'm going to go for a Disrespect Blizzard because I'm sick of these tackles, and it failed to take it out. Now, I did get my Gravity up here, which is going to allow me to get the Hydro Pumps and Blizzards going. And at this stage, I don't want to lose my Starmie to a tackle Metagross, so I have to Desperation Dynamax here, you know, to take it out. This Staryu, I got quite a few sweeps of this Starmie set. It's a very good set. I mean, I know that Gravity's more of a gimmick. I'd probably give it Meteor Beam and Power Herb and stuff like that. It's a very, very good Pokemon. I didn't really think that footage would be exciting in this video because, you know, Starmie is like special Starmie isn't exactly really hard to sweep with, right? So that's going to be the end of the Metagross there. That's the Dragonite gone, the Latios gone, and bye-bye Metagross. Now, there was 2 Pokemon on this team I was very, very scared of, and Pikachu was going to be one of them. So it's going to go for Electro Ball, and Starmie is going to get fainted. I'm like, uh-oh. So all I've got left now is my my bulky Staryu. And now this is the bulky Staryu you got to see in the last battle, like the Staryu versus Staryu battle, right? So here it comes. I'm going to try and get some Cosmic Powers up here going. Staryu's base speed isn't all that bad either. So now Pikachu is going to go for a Sweet Kiss here. That is going to confuse my Staryu, which is like really, really annoying. So I'm hoping I can get some Cosmic Powers up here reasonably fast. So Staryu is going to hit itself in confusion. I don't know what Pikachu's going to do next. It's going to be swapping out instead of going for Electro Ball. Next Pokemon to come in here is going to be Regice. So, okay, Regice, I'd say, has Thunderbolt. You know, that'll probably be the move it's going to use. I'm going to set up a Cosmic Power. Thank goodness. At least I got one Cosmic Power up here, you know, with against this Regice. Now, Regice, it's got pretty good special attack. However, I actually managed to outspeed it and get another Cosmic Power. I mean, Staryu's got some reasonable speed about it. So now I can face this Thunderbolt knowing that I'll be able to live it. However, it's not going to be Thunderbolt. It's going to be Explosion. So Regice is going to explode all over the Staryu. It lived it so well. Like, it's actually quite bulky once you get a couple of Cosmic Powers up, you know, with Everlight. Next Pokemon is going to be Kukaway, and this is going to be Tapu Koko. I was like, oh, man, this is bad. So Tapu Koko has got the Electric Terrain on the field too, and that's going to definitely do a lot more damage with the Electric type moves. Now, it's going to go for a Spark. It's a physical set. That does a lot of damage there, but I actually have enough boosts up here to be able to get a recover off after. I was thinking, okay, well, another Spark I can live. Possibly a Dynamax move, but I'm going to have to keep using Recover over and over. Now, Tapu Koko goes for a Power Swap there. Now, that's not really going to change too much. Whirlpool's not going to do like that much. In fact, that probably is going to affect the Tapu Koko more than it's going to be able to affect my Staryu, because I actually able to get a healing move off there. The next move it's going to use here is Nature Power. Now, Nature Power is actually really good against any bulky, stally Pokemon because it does half damage. Basically, it's like Super Bang. So now Tapu Koko has a way of doing half damage to me, and it's got a super effective stab move too. However, Spark's really not doing much anymore, so Nature's Madness is going to be the best move here. I actually really like Nature's Madness. I like the Z move, Guardian of Alola too. That was a really, really cool move. That's something I reckon we're going to get for Gen 9 too. Now, I'm recording this video way before. There is a Pokemon Presents trailer tonight. I'm doing this quite in advance, this video, so I reckon we might get something like that. Not another Z Crystal, but like another item attached. I want to see if I'm right. Like, if anyone watching this battle and tunes back in, and just maybe leave a comment if I was right. I'm going to leave one myself. So Pikachu's going to come in here. I'm just going to keep going for a couple. I'm stalling out Pikachu and Tapu Koko hard at the moment. The only thing my opponent can do here is go for a Dynamax. That's about it. Now, Pikachu is going to go for a Nuzzle. So I see what this Pikachu set's about. It's got Nuzzle, it's got Sweet Kiss, and it's got Electro Ball. So Nuzzle is to paralyze the opponent, obviously, and slow them down. And then Sweet Kiss is obviously Power Fusion. Then the opponent could go for Electro Ball. Now, Electro Ball's not going to obviously have the same effect in Dynamax either, so I'd say probably Tapu Koko would be their best bet to Dynamax here. I know that I can absolutely live this, right? Plus, the Cosmic Powers are going to make me like way too bulky for Electro Ball to even do anything. So I'm going to go for Whirlpool here against a Pikachu. It's going to spin right round, and it's on borrowed time here. It's got the Toxic and the Whirlpool, so like I reckon like one more turn and Pikachu is going to faint. The only bad thing about this Cosmic Power set, it is prone to getting critical hitted. That's about it. Sweet Kiss, I mean, they can't do anything anyway. That's going to miss. And Recover is going to be my Staryu's best move to use. What I need to do now is I need to be able to get a Toxic off against that Tapu Koko. That's my main thing here. If I can get that Toxic going, I've got a chance to take it out. In Dynamax, it's going to be a lot harder because its move will be hitting fairly hard too. So Pikachu's going to use its final Electro Ball against my Staryu. I've got like loads of Cosmic Powers up here. I got Paralyzed there, which sort of sucks. So that is going to be the end of the Pikachu. Last Pokemon is the Tapu Koko. We know that it's a physical set with Spark. So what other moves do I have? Like we know that it's got Nature Power. Maybe it's got like Brave Bird as well. Like Tapu Koko can run a physical set. The special one, in my opinion, is still a lot better. You can go like Wild Charge as well, but Spark, I guess you don't have that like big recoil damage. So Tapu Koko's going to go for Nature Power too. So what I'm thinking they're going to do is go for Nature Power and then Dynamax, because that's pretty smart. You'll be able to get rid of like half my health and then hit me with a power physical move. The only thing I was wondering here is if I can live this next move, I can then just spam Recover. I'm just going to keep spamming Recover over and over again. So here we go. Can I live the Tapu Koko's Max Lightning? If I can live it, I've got a chance. If I don't live it, well, I don't have a chance then, right? So here we go, people. I've actually done if you like the Tapus, I have done a Tapu theme too with all the Tapus on one team. I think I've even done I think I've nearly done every Pokemon sweep with the Tapus, so I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong about that, though. So here comes the final Max Lightning on my Staryu, and I don't live it, unfortunately. Like, even with all those boosts up, Tapu Koko was still way too powerful. And that is going to be the end of my Staryu, and that is the end of this battle. Hope you enjoyed the Staryu Evolution team. Peace out, people.